Hi everyone, welcome to round 8 of the London 1899 tournament. Lasker is black against Jack Showalter here, and the position looks relatively even. Pawns are even, and pieces are even, and black actually just traded rooks and went rook to f7, rook takes, king takes. So my question to you guys actually, white to move in this position, what move would you play? Alright, I'm going to show you now. Basically, I think the best and most technical move here would be h4, kind of making g5 harder to play. If, for example, knight f4, bishop to c2 should be fine. If h6, probably just king f2, king to g3, coming into g4. As far as I can tell, this position should be okay. Houdini agrees, actually thinks white is better. I'm not sure exactly why. I can't go knight d3? c4, whoa. Interesting, going after the e-pawn and then getting a past d-pawn. So, that is a good way for white to play. In the game, however, he played the move king f2, which is a bit of a problem, because now after knight f2, and by the way, other moves like king h2 would be fine too, but this was a lazy move. His idea was just to go bishop f1. But now after g5, suddenly the position becomes a little unpleasant. Why is that? Well, the king has a clear path into the position, because the bishop on this diagonal was doing a good job, combined with this pawn, of keeping the king out of the f6 and g6 squares. Now the king can come into f5. And so after h4, h5 was played, king f5, and now we have an outside passed pawn, which could be somewhat dangerous. c4, pawn takes, king to f5. Notice how this knight dominates this bishop now. And he can never really trade the bishop for the knight, because then this outside passed pawn will rule the day. So he played king g3, we walk our king in some more, take, e6, knight takes, and now he doesn't take that pawn because he thinks that bishop g2 followed by taking this on b7 will reduce the position too much. So he makes sure to hold on to his b-pawn. And now he just goes about pushing his queenside pawns, and notice how far away this king is. a4, and Showalter actually resigned because the king comes in, b3, a3, and there is no way to stop this pawn from queening. So, a very impressive technique, and what happened in this game was just a little moment of laziness. And whenever you're playing somebody strong, like, this is what Carlsen does, like, the position looks equal, and you kind of let your guard down. It's just kind of like, you think that you have to stop thinking really deeply and carefully, and that just any old move will draw. But king f2 was not the way to do it. Putting this bishop on f1 in that passive position allowed the black king to come in really nicely. h4, in my opinion, is a very good move. Like I said, just now the only way he's going to get a passed pawn is it's going to be a g-pawn, and then we can just put our king on g4 and blockade it. And for the most part, white should be totally fine in this position. But instead, even a dry position like this with not much going on, just one little mistake can make it very difficult. Very important to remember that and to see the top players do this to the somewhat lesser players. You see Carlsen doing it all the time. Here you see Lasker doing it in 1899. Thanks guys for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.